Well, I think I'm going to make a start on the wheel arch sections now. So I think what my plan's going to be is to, what I'm going to do first, I think, is weld this to the front of the car. As you can see, I've made some markers there. Mark it up, so hopefully I should line up with that. If you could see that there. But what I need to do first is this is just a cheap wing repair section, which sort of looks okay, but when you look at this part here, I don't know if you can see it there, that's really terrible. Look at the state of that curve. It's just been cheap pressed. Look at all the wrinkles in that. I don't know if you can see them in the camera. I'll get the profile that way, you can see how bad it is. What I'm thinking I might do actually is, where that nick is in the metal, I might cut a split there maybe, and I might just weld it up. Try and get some kind of decent shape back on it. So we'll see in a minute then how it looks. The thing I didn't like was this bottom lip here, but I think it'll probably work. So that's it roughly in place. Got some more slicing to do. I'm going to have to come down because I want to keep this proper. I want to keep this other arch and mirror it up to that. So I'll try and cut that to suit. But I think what I'm going to do is save some time first of all. So I'm going to take it off. I've remarked. Got a line there. So anyway, I know where it lines up. So what I'm going to do probably is just whip it off again. These magnets are brilliant, aren't they? Okay, and what I'm going to do, I think, I'm going to give it a bit of a clean up inside the arch. Then I'm just going to give it a couple of coats of this stuff, weld through zinc wrench primer. Then once I've got it all cut, I can just get on and start welding rather than cut it all up and then just start having to wait for this primer to dry. So I don't really get that much time to spend out here, so I'll make the most of what I can do. So I'll probably just do that tonight. I think I'll just give that a bit of a clean up and just spray a load of this weld through primer on it and then cut it all up ready to start welding. Okay, after various cuts, I think I've finally sort of got it roughly as good as I'm going to get it, I think. I'll do some more cuts on it. Wish I had some more big magnets, to be honest, but I'm going to get ready for tack welding now. Do a bit of spot welding, MIG welding, sorry. So that's the repair arch in place. It's going to be butt jointed in. I haven't lapped it in. I'm just going to try and butt it all in nice. So, like I said before, I had a MIG mate, which I wasn't getting much success with. So this is my setup now, which I find absolutely brilliant. I love it. After looking various amount of times on the internet. So it's a GYS Smart MIG 162. Fairly basic setup. You've got your Euro plug. You've got your wire speed. You've got your just min and max. So on the scale there you can see the rough settings it gives you for the correct thickness of material that you're using. And I've also gone to a bigger bottle now. Really don't waste your time with them small bottles because they really don't last anything, and for what they cost it's just not worth it. So power on switches at the back, switch it on. Right, so I'm going to put a few tacks on, a few spots on there, and then I'll just come back and show you what I've done so far. Okay, so what I've done so far is I've got the MIG welder out and I've just put a few spots around, if you can see them there. That's all I've done. I've just spaced them out. I've just done them in different intervals so don't create too much heat in any one spot. So that's what I've done. And that was pretty level. Got all the metal level together. I've just laid some tacks down. I've had to flex the metal to suit, obviously, in places. So all I'm going to carry on doing now is just keep jumping from spot to spot, different spots, and just keep laying spots down until they're all joined up, and that'll be good. And then once we've done that, we'll have to start working on the inner arch. So I'm going to carry on chucking some more spots down, laying them on top of next to each other, not in the same place, moving from different areas to let it cool down, so we're going to hopefully get minimal warpage. And then we'll come back and see when I've got them all joined the dots. See you soon. Well, this is it. This is the piece finally finished, all welded in. That's all my welds done up to now. That's as far as I'm going with it at the moment. I'm showing back this back panel here though, it's quite rusty. I've just hit it with a wire wheel on a drill, that's all I've done on that so far. I've cleaned up all the welds. You can see what I've done so far. So, amazing, just hitting it with the wire wheel, it's amazing, look 10 times better already. So all I'm going to do now at this stage is just I'm going to stick some red oxide primer on it. And we'll leave it like that for the time being. Okay, so this is it. I've just put some red oxide primer on the welds. I think I should stop doing it. I should have done that from the beginning really. Stop my welds all rusting up. So until I'm ready for body work, it's just going to stay like this. Then I'm going to grind all the welds down and see how much distortion I've got in the bodywork from the welding. Obviously it's going to need lots of filler, I suppose. So that's that. That's the outer arch in there. Surprisingly solid actually for a flimsy piece of metal that it is. So the next stage, when I do get back on it again, will be to the inner arch. There we have it. For some reason I thought I could sort of weld that in first, then put the top one on, but in reality that's not going to happen, is it? So I've got the front one in all lined up as best as I can, all welded in. Yeah, that's all finished, welded in. I'm quite happy with that actually. Where's the focus gone? There we go. Yeah, so, and once again I've got just a cheap, rubbishy, bloody, badly made inner arch. You see all the creases there from the press. That don't look too good, does it? So what I'm going to do, I suppose, is set that in. I'm going to cut it. What's what I need? I was going to have to lap that one in, lap weld that in, and just use some flexible seal or whatever you put on the joints. So that's it. That's my 2002 wheel arch. Outer wheel arched in position now. So I'm quite happy about. It's made some progress now, which is good. And then I suppose after I've done the wheel arch, the next step will be go back inside the car. Go back inside the car, get the floor pan, get the floor pan fitted, the new piece, and then I've got to start sorting out this, getting this back in position for the trailing arm, get that all lined up again and welded that in, and then move on from there. Thanks for watching. Leave some comments, please. Thank you.